Hey guys, this is Crazy Animal 8. You're watching Crazy Animal Gaming. We're going to talk about Tom Clancy's The Division. This game just came out a couple days ago. For the beta version came out. The full game won't come out until March 8. This is Ubisoft's RPG shooter hybrid game. Most wanted game in the gaming world, apparently. So I want to try this game. I'm playing a few matches here and there. The story mode as it's starting to continue. My character looks like Al Pacino. This game is a combination of gritty, near-future setting with Destiny-like leveling and looting. Seriously, I mean, the entire game is like an upgrade version of Destiny. At times, I feel like I'm playing GTA. The only difference is it's really based around the war, the battles, missions, and it's really of a team play. The beta gives you a glimpse at character customization feature, but basically it's randomized. You'll land on a few mugshots and eventually find one that might be appealing to you. But in the full game, it appears that you can do full customization of hair, facial hair, and face type. I picked my character to be the Al Pacino lookalike, only because he has a scruffy beard and he might be a little intimidating to look at in the battlefield. In this beta version, your character is already ranked. It's ranked up to level 4. You know, if you start the game, he'll be ranked up to level 4. That just tells you that there was probably a good chunk of stuff that might have happened prior to this, because my guy is injured and that lady's got a wounded eye. In the beginning of the game, there probably was some other things that took place that's not included. It'll probably be included when the full game is released. We're currently at what appears to be the Army's forward base. Here you can get situation reports, check the notice boards for missions, restock your ammo, and buy new weapons, armor, and mods from the vendors. If you leave the base, you'll find yourself in New York, which will be your first opportunity to familiarize yourself with controls and loadout. So this game will allow you to carry 3 weapons, your primary, secondary, and sidearms. The weapon's physicality is awesome. Tell you the truth, and the visual and sound effects are spectacular. You could blow through holes. You could blow holes in windows and signs and take chunks out of masonry. The car shutters, you riddle them with bullets. Doors are dislodged from their frames. Tires explode. Brake lights shatter. As you can see, I'm right now, I'm just kind of exploring the map as I'm talking to you about all the great things this game has to offer. I haven't really fired a gun in real life, but I have to admit to you, in this game, it just seems to be pretty realistic, in my opinion. A lot of the stuff in this game just seems more realistic. Again, I'm being honest, I've never really fired a gun, but I'm comparing this to like, you know, Metal Gear, GTA, Destiny. I'm comparing this to a lot of other games, and I can tell you there's a selection of weapons and things that you can do. This is one of the other great features. You can see what your player, the other player's ranked. There's a vendor market that you can buy weapons from if you want throughout the game. You know, you can explore the map. There's usually some sort of chest box on the floor that you can open and get all kinds of, like this one right here. This one says restock, so we're going to restock 3 fragmented grenades. He got great deals, but I got none to buy, no money to buy. The only problem that I've seen with the game is that you can't really blow up vehicles and buildings with explosives. I'm not sure if it matters to the rest of you, but at least blowing up the vehicle when you throw a nade should work. Unfortunately, when you throw a nade in front of a vehicle, it doesn't really do much damage. You'll see the tires pop and things of that nature, but it won't do much as far as blowing up the vehicle. Besides from firearms, you can carry multiple grenade types such as frags, flashbangs, smokes, etc. Each operative has 2 abilities assigned at any time. You could level up those abilities as the game progresses and players rack up more points. So right now, I think it says 1 skill not assigned. So yeah, so I have 1 skill that I can assign to my abilities in the game, which I'll show you in a few minutes here. The operatives can use abilities such as healing, sticky grenades, or sentry type of guns. Those are, you know, when I play the game on multiplayer, the Dead Zone, I was able to use my sentry. It's not, I don't know if it's called sentry, but I was able to throw it on the floor, and it does a great amount of damage. They last about 30 seconds. Each ability lasts about 30 seconds. The Division, as far as the weapon mods, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, you can actually modify your weapons. You can put scope in it. You can actually put grip, whatever you actually like. The Division's weapon upgrade feature offers far more freedom than games like Destiny, GTA. You can change scopes, grips, and add gun barrel customization while letting you see just how much they'll improve weapon performance in cold or hard numbers. It'll show you how much it'll increase critical damage by, so basically it'll say 17. I gave this lady a medical kit just to see what's going to happen, and I did get some points for giving her that. So I'm proud of myself. I'm a good Samaritan. You can also spray paint your gun if you're interested in doing those kind of things. Oh my God. So you see that you just got to witness how badass this gun is. I mean, if you hold down the trigger throughout that shooting, you won't be able to control the gun. The recoil will definitely make you miss most of your bullets. Right now I'm being called to go near the base and protect and help this TF soldier. But as I'm doing that, I'll tell you a little more about the game. So what happened in New York? Basically the story of this game is a real-life U.S. government simulation, apparently, that went wrong. Some sort of impact with the smallpox outbreak in Atlanta or something of that nature that took place, and apparently it's terrifying. The entire country will be under meltdown within 5 days. No food, no water, no electricity. New York is under attack. I'm a sleeper agent of the Division. My main operative I'm intended to operate in the event of a government crippling disaster. So you don't have to face the destruction alone. Or I don't have to face the destruction alone. We're encouraged to form squads of up to 4 players. If you have friends and people that you might want to team up with them and share the burden and the experience points. So in the main areas of the game, it's your squad versus the city. The enemies are AI controlled, and you'll be taking off side missions and progressing the story without being interrupted by other players. The greatest feature in this game is the Dark Zone. This is where things get really exciting and stressful. The rewards are hefty. These are walled areas of the city that were once at the center of the U.S. government's attempts, I guess, for research or combat for the New York pandemic. But these zones became untenable. The military and the government took off. They evacuated. Suddenly, they're leaving behind weapons and equipment that you'll likely find extremely useful. But simply popping into one of these is something that needs to be carefully considered. Because here's the thing. When you go into the places, highly radiated, so certain masks you need for certain locations, and if you don't have the level up, you might not be able to equip those masks. Also, the rewards are insane. You can get mods or modifications for your weapons, such as grip, some highly explosives. You can get some new weapons. However, here's the trick. There are going to be guys who become rogue, and what I mean by that is the people around you in that map, they're all trying to look for weapons and stuff to extract. However, if they want to, they can wait for you at the extraction zone. When you go to the extraction zone, you have to extract your weapons or else you can't really take them with you. You have to use the flare gun for the helicopter to show up, and by the time the helicopter shows up, which takes a minute and 30 seconds or more, these guys are surrounding you, and they basically try to take you down and steal your weapons or your loot so that they can extract it themselves. So it is a little dirty game. Every other player in the Dark Zone also knows where the extraction points are, and the moment you send up that chopper, coaxium, flare, they also know that you're there, so everyone knows you're in that area. This makes it really interesting, dynamic, as everyone waits for the chopper to arrive in vulnerable terror. Some players will simply attempt to harmlessly use your chopper to extract their own loot, but they'll be nervous of you and you of them, so that's the point of the game. It's actually pretty cool because they can actually take your goods if they want to. But there are some terrible players in this game that will just camp out near the extraction points and take you down, so just be careful with that. The game is awesome. I really enjoy playing this game. I give it a 5-star out of 5 if I could. Some people might not like the way the gameplay is. Some people complain about the RPG style. I think it's just fine if you get what you pay for. Honestly, I have never played a game as good as this, and this is a whole new era. You know, Ubisoft is trying something really clever. I can't wait for the real game to come out, the full game to come out. Please, you guys, leave your comments, leave a like, subscribe, but tell me, what do you think about this game? I gave you a good review of the game. Hopefully you guys like what you hear, and hopefully you guys are going at it and trying this, and if you haven't tried already, definitely do so when the game comes out. This is your boy, Crazy Animal 8 from Crazy Animal Gaming. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to leave comments, subscribe, and like. Peace.